A torta di vino rosso, a torta, a cake made with red wine. And you want to start with some butter. So get your butter at room temperature because it's going to be a lot easier to work with. We have about 1 3/4 cups of unsalted butter in the pan. So with the butter, we want to add some sugar. About 1 1/4 cups of sugar goes in. You need 6 eggs. So you want to add those eggs a little bit at a time to get them really well incorporated into that butter. So there's the rest of the eggs. And then with that, I like a little bit of vanilla. So about a tablespoon goes in. Then you have your flour ready. Here we have about 2 1/3 cups of flour. Want to add some salt to that. Tablespoon of baking powder. 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And cocoa. Mix that all up, and that's your dry mixture. So 1/4 cup of red wine goes into that batter. And then you can slowly add your flour mixture. I'm going to shut the machine because I don't want that to splatter all over me. And now you get this going slowly, and you let that mix. And meanwhile, you have some chocolate ready. And here we have some wonderful semi-sweet chocolate. You want to chop that up just coarsely. Coarsely chop up the chocolate. And you add this at the end. You don't want to put this in the mixer because it won't blend very well. I like to keep it kind of chunky. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, that looks good. Now what we need to do is get out our pan, and we want to coat that with butter and flour spray. I think this is a great invention for any baker in the kitchen. And because this is a kind of a dark cake, we're going to kind of dust this pan with a little bit of cocoa so it doesn't come out looking white as if you were using white flour. So you go all the way around the pan, and when you do that, you want to make sure that you shake out the excess. Okay, now I'm going to take this down, take out that blade, and mix the rest of this by hand. Let me get rid of that. In goes the chocolate. Doesn't this look good? This is a great cake to serve with a wonderful dessert wine, a red dessert wine, which we're going to have later on. So you really want to make sure that all that chocolate is well blended with the rest of the ingredients. And then you simply put it into your pan, and you're going to bake this for about 35 to 40 minutes. Use a cake skewer put in the center to test whether or not it is too wet. Remember, oven's on, 350 degrees. 35 to 40 minutes later, that cake is going to be done.